Matter of fact, you or your neighbors may in the next day or two see a door hanger. We're going door to door, putting door hangers on folks' doors, just let them know about our program and how you take advantage of it. So that's all I have right now. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
I asked you a question, but there might be other people who are in the circumstances. Would you talk about rental properties and landlords?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Again, renters are eligible for the program. It's not just for homeowners only. But the actual occupant has to fill out the application. They have to fill out the application, come in and get approved. They have to meet the income requirements. Then the only thing that we ask of the landlord is they pay 5% of what we estimate the total cost will be. Unless, of course, the landlord also meets the income requirements. He too, our income requirements is based on 200% of the poverty level. If they too fall within the income requirement, then they can sign a waiver and they don't have to pay the 5%.
And it does not include, what did you say, the HVAC and the...
Well, we don't, according to state rules and regulations, just handed out from the federal government, we cannot replace hot water heaters or furnaces in a rental unit. State feels that that's more so on the landlord than actually for the state to actually come in and do that. Yes, sir.
So how much do you find that homeowners can save after that?
Our goal is to reduce the infiltration by 30%. Like I said, we measure in with the blower door, and then we measure out with the blower door. And we try to get a 30% reduction, which we hope that also equates to a 30% reduction in utility bills as well. That's our goal. Sometimes we can't always meet that goal based on some things that's going on at home. We back up on what might prevent us from doing weatherization. Sometimes we get to homes that may have some other things going on in the home other than just needing to be weatherized, such as like a roof repair. If you have a leaky roof, we cannot come in and put insulation in your attic because your roof leaks and it gets wet, so therefore it damages the insulation. Sometimes there may be mold or mildew in the basement or other areas of the home, due to moisture problems. And once we put that blower door in and turn it on, it's going to take the isolated mold in the basement, put it in the air, suspend it, and it just blows it through the entire house. So we don't want to make an isolated situation any worse. So we won't. That's why he walks the home first before he puts the blower door in, just to make sure there's not anything health and safety reasons why he can't do the blower door. Structural issues. Sometimes homes may have deferred maintenance. That's things that need to be done before that's been deferred. Weatherization is purely a weatherization program. We do not do home rehab. We do not do, major repairs. And we can't do it based on rules and regulations the state has us governed by. And the state is very stringent about their rules. They come in and audit us. We try to do an internal audit for ourselves, but the state will come in every 6 to 9 months and pull out every piece of paper, every computer that we've done. So they will check us to make sure we're doing it according to the rules and regulations. So, yes, ma'am.
I'm a recipient of the weatherization program. My electricity bill went down by half. My air kicks on once an hour. My air used to kick on, my central air, which is really ancient, but it used to kick on every 10 minutes.
And it's just recently had yours.
Last week. New furnace, new hot water tank, new digital thermostat. Still need to repaint the panel on that.
Yeah, sometimes folks will call us back to give them some training.
It's incredible the amount of work that was done in my building. I own a two-family, but the first floor and the basement. The insulation, the foam insulation, all around the beadboard in the basement. The windows were caulked. It's really extensive. I think I estimated 15 to 18,000.
On average, we try to spend somewhere around $4,500 per home. And that's average. Again, there may be some homes where we spend more. Because yours was a furnace. There are some homes that require a boiler. Those are, of course, more expensive. So there are homes that all we have to do to the furnace is clean and tune it. And it works fine. So that it averages out to somewhere around $4,500 to $5,000 per month.
I had emissions in the basement. That's why they replaced it.
Yes, sir.
And I assume that lead paint is something that is separate. Does Urban League, though, deal with that at all with other programs?
We try to partner with the city with their lead program and try to let the city go in and do their lead remediation first, then we come in and do the lead, weatherization.
If somebody qualifies for weatherization program, probably would qualify for the
Lead
I'm
program.
not sure how they're exactly,
Right.
that might be somewhat
We
good to
had
have a
speaker
speaker.
last month.
Yeah, because you're right, we don't want to go in and start working around the windows that have lead paint and be trying to put caulking or whatever, and then, as long as it's solid, it's fine, but as long as it gets frayed and airborne, then or someone ingests it or whatever, that causes a problem. Any other questions? On your flyer, you'll see our phone number, where you can contact us for an application. You actually go on the website as well, download the application. Very simple application, it's not hard to put on. But one thing we do, we're required to do by state law is to actually witness 2 pages where you have to sign. So you can fill out the application, bring it down to our office, and then myself or Shelley or someone of the workers there will witness you signing with copies of all your documentation. Painless process, right?
It's amazing. Really amazing.
Okay. No other questions, and I'll hang around the back if anyone wants to ask some offline questions. I'll leave some extras of these in case anyone comes a little bit.
Thanks, Fred.
You're welcome.
Jennifer Florida? There she is. Jennifer's going to talk to us about the hikes in water and the trash pickup.
Trash. And I can ask questions about, I know, we had a bad day on Friday. We increased the water rates. We legislated a trash fee, and we passed our budget. Our budget this year was in deficit $46.1 million. So we have a couple of things going on where revenues are down, as in all cities. We're in a recession, so that's to be expected. We have an issue where, and I know you've heard this before, that we have an unsustainable situation with our pension systems. We have 3 systems, which are our retirees, our regular employees, and then we have our uniformed. And those are 2 other systems that are basically governed by the state, police and fire. And so in the last 10 years I've been an alderman, we've gone from $6 million a year pension contributions to this last year, which was, I believe, something around $74.9 million. So we're expecting that to increase next year, even more. In fact, and then the year after that, even more. So we did our best to look at our budget, recognizing that the pension situation really, at this point, 2 systems are in the hands of the state legislature. And quite frankly, there's already a feeling that we're not going to do anything to our other employees, that we want to treat them all fairly the same. So that's basically where we're at as a city, with some modifications. We could create a more sustainable situation, but it's really in the hands of the state of Missouri. And so that's just the way it is. So we have to balance our budget. By charter, we're required to do that. So we did some things. It was kind of I won't say it was a fun process, because it really wasn't. It was very stressful, trying to figure out how you're going to mitigate a $46.1 million deficit. So some of the things we did was cut 178 positions. We increased permitting fees where we could with air pollution, which we wanted to retain that service. We heard it was important to permitting as well, that they're very efficient and effective, much more so than the state government. So having said that, one thing that we looked at was what the rest of the municipalities are doing. And I'm going to email this to you as soon as I get a copy of it via email. This is a summary of Board Bill 99 committee substitute. And they've told me that they're going to send these 2 documents electronically a summary of the final budget report